Hi everyone, so I will be doing a review on the new Etude House Better lip stock. So they have two different versions. They have the velvet version and the normal version, which doesn't really label anything. But anyway, this is the packaging. I just love it so much because it is magnetic, but I love how simple it is, but also look really sleek and luxurious, and it's actually really heavy, but I just love it better than all the packaging that they already have. But again, I just want to show you the magnetic because I thought it is such a cool feature for Etude House. And the lipstick is just like your normal bullet shaped ones. So what I've done is, this is the velvet color. It actually have like 30 shades, so I've decided to just grab a few because I feel like for me there's no point getting 30 shades, because what they have done is they try to actually release a lot of nudie shades for people who have warm skin or cool skin, just suitable for anybody, which I thought was really good because it's not often that a Korean brand will release so many nudie shades. So these are the colors that I have chosen for the velvet version, and basically the velvet one is supposed to give you a matte finish, but also have like this velvet powder that apparently helps to just cover up your wrinkles and fine lines, which to be honest I sort of disagree because I do have dry lips and it does show a little bit on my dry patches, which you guys will see later on. So let's get started on the review of the colors. The first one is BE103. For me, this is much more of like a light pink nude color, and this one really show all my dry patches, so it's definitely very visible. And just a heads up, comparing to the true model, the colors, a lot of these colors really doesn't show what it shows on the true model. Like 6 out of the 14 I have picked up from this collection matches to the true model, but the rest don't, so just bear in mind guys. But anyway, this one, even though it shows my dry patches, I still like the color. Next, this is BE103, and you can see from the bullet lipstick, I actually use this really often, surprisingly. Even though this is a light color, somehow I tend to just keep picking this color up and just wearing it. For some reason, I just like how sweet this color is. For me, this is like a sweet like pink color, and applying this as a gradation, it is a little bit drying because it is obviously a matte finish, so but it's still doable, but it looks nice, like it actually blurred out very nicely. Next is BE119. This one is a beautiful woody brown orange, so this one leans towards like a warm tone shade, and this one actually looks really nice, but also reminds me of one particular color that they have already released from I think the Etude House Dear Darling lipstick. But again, it's a very nice color, and I just love that it just looks very nice on my lips, and it's very pigmented, this particular color. And this one obviously does match to the true model, which is great. Next is BR405, so this is leaning towards the brown version now, and this one, I love this color. This is like a perfect MLBB shade for me, and this one is like a pale mauvey but also a cool tone at the same time. So what Etude House has done for this collection is that they have released a lot of nudie shades that is warm tone and cool tone depending on everybody, hoping everyone will find their own MLBB shade, which I thought was a pretty cool idea because that would be really nice. And I just was impressed, and it was hard for me to choose variety of colors because I really wanted all these different nudie shades or MLBB shades, which you guys can tell from my review right now. Next is BR406, and this one again, love this color, and this is a beautiful plum purple shade. I know on the model it's supposed to be like a pinky undertone, but for me it is a purple undertone, which I actually like it way more. So far from doing a review on this lipstick, I feel like all these colors, I really like the colors that I have picked up, even though it didn't match to the model. Maybe because I already expected it not to match for some reason, but I just love the turnout on myself rather than the model itself. Next is an orange tone shade, and this is the only orange color I've picked up from this collection, and this is OR204, and this is a coral matte pink, and surprisingly I like this as well because it is not that bright looking. It is very down to earth orange color, which I thought was suitable for the summer or even like spring color. It just makes the whole look very sweet and light tone, if that makes sense. But yeah, I like this, and this one actually don't really show much on my dry patches, that's why I probably like it. And next is PK003, and this one I just love this paint color because this one, even though it's warm, but I felt like it has like some blue undertone. Even though on the packaging, on the true model, it says like cool tone. For me, sorry, I felt like this was warm for me. Yeah, but yeah, I like this paint color. It just looks very pretty, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I have like something like this in my collection. But again, I just like this color that I picked up. Now for the longevity for this one, this is how it looks like after 5 hours. So you can see that most of it has already gone off. So for the longevity for this one is actually not as long lasting compared to the next one, which I'll show you guys. Now this is RD313, and this one I just call it like an apple rate. To be honest, I see nothing special with this particular rate. Maybe because I've seen so many red colors lately in other collections, so I felt like this one was nothing special. But if you like red color, go ahead, because it is a pretty one. It is warm, it's great. I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty, but for me it's like nothing special. Anyway, these are all the colors that I've picked out for the velvety version, so you can see some similarities, but they are all different. So what we'll be doing now is going to the other collection, which is just called the Better Lips Talk, and this one's supposed to give you a very high shine on the lips, and it's not a matte finish. For me, this is very moisturizing, very creamy, and unfortunately I only pick out 6 because I thought that I wouldn't like this compared to the velvet, because on the model itself it looks very sheer, but in real life this is so creamy. It glides on so easily, like it is highly pigmented with just one swipe, which I was really impressed, and the shine actually lasts for quite a while. So this is BE101, and this one is like a perfect nude, like an apricot nude color, which I thought was really nice. In regards to applying it as a gradation, it applies so easily. I'm sure you guys can tell which collection I prefer already, but yeah, this is how it looks like. So again, I like this more on my lips rather than the model, and hence why I only picked out 6, because I thought I'll dislike this, but turns out I like this more. Next is BR403, and I love this color because again, it is mauvey, it is purpley, so mauvey purple with a really nice brown undertone. For a gradation, it looks much more reddish, but actually applying it is so beautiful. I've worn it a few times, but I did notice with the darker colors, the longer you wear, it does bleed on your lips, so I probably recommend putting a lip liner underneath the lipstick. This is how it looks like after 7 hours, so you can see the longevity for this one lasts longer than the velvet version, which I was surprised because I thought the high shine will fade off really easily, but the high shine lasts for quite a bit, and it sort of turned into like a semi matte after that, which I didn't mind. Next is OR203, which I thought was really sheer but also nice and blend well really nicely on my lips, but this is one of the orange that I've picked out, so I've picked out one each in each collection. But again, it is very pretty, very sweet looking, and it looks really nice. In regards of the application, it doesn't show any of my dry patches, which I was really impressed with. Next is PK003, and this one is a coral pink color, and it is a very sweet color, but again, this one is pretty but not really something I really go towards too, because not really a coral person, but yeah, it is very pretty, and I reckon this would be like nice for those who love like really sweet colors and love like applying this with like really nice pink blush. I reckon this would be a perfect color. Next is RD301, and for me, I call this like a fire red because it has like this dark orange undertone to it, but also like a bright red color. With the red colors, because of the high gloss or high shine that is visible on the lips, I feel like with the red colors, it somehow makes the lips look much more plumper and like juicy for some reason, which I really like because it just sort of like sparkles my lips. But I don't know, I just like my lips much more plumper and like more, I don't know, curvier. It's just I feel like with the red for this one, it really shows it. Same with this one, which is RD303, and this one I call this a strawberry red. I just love how highly pigmented this particular red color is, as you guys can tell from the swatch, because it just glides on so easily and it just looks so beautiful on the lips. So overall, I actually like all of these colors including the velvet, but if I have to choose which version I like, I probably prefer this one, which is the Etude House Better Lips Talk. These are all the colors side by side, so you guys can see the colors. The only similarity was PK003 in both, but other than that, they are all a little bit different but also similar. But again, they already gave a heads up that they are all a lot of colors that you can choose from that could be similar as well. So yeah, so for the ratings, the longevity, I'm giving 5 out of 5 because it lasts for quite a decent amount, but the Better Lips Talk actually lasts longer than the velvet. The pigmentation, it was average because only 6 out of 14 matches to the true model. However, I just like all the colors that has already turned out on my lips, so I'm not too fast, but I just want to put it like 2.5 out of 5 just because it didn't really match the model itself. Moisture, I prefer the Etude Better Lips Talk compared to the velvet, but both anyway, it was okay on my lips, but I prefer the Etude Better Lips Talk. And the price I thought was affordable because it's only like $10 and it's magnetic, it is a hard case, it is heavy, it looks luxurious and nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys think and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.